Here we are. Brandon, what even episode is this?
This would be 15.
15?
I think, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We're back again. It's been 2 weeks.
Mhm.
Everybody's been upset. Let me crack this beer open. Everybody's been upset. They've been messaging us. God damn, where y'all been? Fucking. Well, shit happened.
Sick as fuck.
We got sick. And that's why, honestly, bro, doing the meet and greets on the road where we meet everybody after the show and do all that shit. I love doing it. I love meeting people. I know you do too.
Oh, yeah.
Because they'll come up, they're like, Brandon, we want to take a picture with you too. Oh my God. We're fucking 17,000 pounds all together. We can't even cross a bridge in a car. See, that's a lot. I'm sorry. But I want to take a picture with you too. Right? So we do. Well, that's fucking terrible. See, I'm a comedian. That's just jokes. But we do these meet and greets, and then we end up getting sick. And I love doing them, but man, there comes a point to where it's like,
it's a lot, man.
Should we be doing it?
It does get questionable. I feel like I've been sick for the last fucking 2 weeks, but I'm over like all the symptoms. I do still have a little bit of a cough, but I don't think it's sickness anymore.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel bad or anything like that. I think it's just because I'm a chronic vapor now.
God! So, you've been vaping, huh?
Hard.
Why?
Bad. I don't know. It's kind of like, someone gets stressed out and they need a cigarette. The same thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I chew a can a day, so I can't really talk shit, but yeah. I know I've seen you smoke a cigarette, and when I've seen you in the past smoke a cigarette, you didn't just smoke a cigarette. You fucking...
Oh, yeah.
You was one of those guys who smoked a cigarette and enjoyed smoking a cigarette.
I did. I really
enjoyed. I could see the ambers coming off.
Oh, yeah. My brain starts working. I start really thinking about shit I'm going to say. And I just, whenever I got a cigarette lit in my hand, especially at nighttime, watching that cherry glow, I feel like it makes me smarter.
Does it?
Yeah.
Get a little bit of that hit of nicotine to the brain?
I feel like it raises my IQ a little bit, man.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Makes you a little smarter?
Oh, yeah. I'll tell some people a thing or two. It's kind of like how it is with my dad. Like, you talk about that?
Yeah.
You know, when you're about to get fucking yelled at or something.
Oh, yeah.
It takes a long drag off that cigarette.
Yeah, you know you fucked up when Brian, when he says...
It's true. It's
about
true.
To tell you something!
Yep. And chances are you're not going to like what you're going to hear. But,
So what's vaping do? If cigarettes are making you have a higher IQ, what's a vape doing for you?
Well, I think it all just really boils down to nicotine, really. It's just getting that draw. It is satisfying because I'm a social smoker. So like, and especially whenever I'm drinking, there's actually a lot of memes circulating and a lot of TikTok videos going around right now about how when people are like, when I'm hammered and you don't have any cigarettes, it's them like trying to fight you because you don't have them. That's pretty much how it is, man, because I'm a social smoker, and whenever I drink, I'm like, man, I just want a cigarette right now. But, as much as I suck on my douche flute over there, as much as I do, I don't really crave them.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you're not the only one that I know like that, because like Kirk don't smoke cigarettes unless he's drinking. You don't smoke cigarettes unless you're drinking. Yeah. My ex-girlfriend never smoked a cigarette, but you get her drinking, she'll fucking smoke a cigarette and beat you up with a pool fucking cue. You know what I mean?
Same time.
Dude, I got asthma, so I can't smoke cigarettes. I can't do it because I got them bad lungs on me. I'll be all fucked up. I got to take steroids every day for asthma and shit. But
you like the smell of them.
I love the smell of a cigarette.
But I love when it's not lit.
When it's not lit.
Yeah.
So that's a weird thing. So like you ever like a weird smell you like gasoline or some shit like that?
Yeah.
You got anything like that?
I do. I do like the smell of gas, and I like the smell of cigars too.
Yeah.
I do like smoking cigars every now and again, but when you just walk into a smoke shop and it smells like nothing but tobacco, it is a nice smell.
This smells like grown man.
Yeah, it does. It smells like masculinity.
Dude, I'll tell you this. Because we do the sketch comedy videos, and sometimes I'll hang a cigarette out of my mouth just because That's the white trash thing to do. So like,
Yes.
but yeah, I just love the smell of a cigarette. And
Oh
if
yeah.
somebody's smoking a cigar, like not the big fat cigars, like Cuban cigars, but like the fucking cigars that you buy from the gas station, like like Noah smokes when he gets really really fucked up, or he smokes marijuana.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking? What are those
Yep.
called?
Well, he would do like so like back in the day, we would used to people would only buy them for one thing. They'd never smoke them because they're dirt cheap and they were 99-cent packs, like they were called white owls.
Mm.
And there was this one specifically that was white grape, and it smelled so damn good, dude. Whenever you open it up out of that pack, a lot of people bought them just so they could roll their blunts and stuff like that to smoke. They just get rid of the tobacco because it's cheap shit. It's 99 cents for two cigarillos, you know.
Right.
But the white owls, man, those were the ones to
That's
go.
what he's smoking.
White owl, white grape, and he would smoke those. You'd get two of them. He'd give me one, and we would actually smoke them.
See, when Noah's been around me fucked up and he smoked those, I love the smell. It made me want to smoke one.
Mm-hmm. Black and milds too are a big one.
You don't inhale those like cigars.
No.
You don't. What do? You just.
So a lot of people, when it comes to black and milds, they're it's like a cigar. I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but it's like a cigar and a cigarette like mixed together, I guess, or it's like a more enhanced cigarette. You could just, if you wanted to compare it to that. So it's technically still considered like a cigar, but black and milds, people inhale those. Like my buddy Waldo, he used to smoke black and milds religiously.
That's bad for you.
Terrible.
Because I heard like one cigar is like 13 cigarettes.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. It's bad. Yeah, you're not supposed to inhale cigars at all. So like even black and milds, I won't inhale them. You literally smoke cigars. Excuse me, just for the taste. And I do enjoy a cigar every now and again.
Does
like
it taste good in your mouth?
Yeah, yeah. You could if you have, it's an acquired taste, but if you like the taste of a tobacco leaf, and depending on what cigar you get, there's a higher quality tobacco and stuff like that put into them. But honestly, man, there's some out there, even like some cheapies that are like $8 a piece. You could toke on that for 6 hours and it tastes great.
God!
Every year I get one for 4th of July. It's like a tradition.
Well, yeah, because you grew up in Illinois. You can't shoot off fireworks. You can't do nothing else. So what did Brandon do? He ate grape pie and smoked cigars.
Fucking A right. God.
How the fuck? Hang on. Before we get there, I have smoked a cigarette before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I'm asthmatic, but I smoked a cigarette one time. One of my cousins gave me a Newport.
Oh, Jesus. Was it menthol?
Yeah, it was menthol as fuck. It was the most menthol thing. I felt like when I took a hit of it, like I was at the South Pole, man.
God. Like
it was like a
toothpaste or what?
Yeah, like smoking a piece of Trident gum. And I got asthma, right? So like I fucking hit this, and I sucked it into my lungs and my fucking head. Like, listen, I've chewed and I've done all that, but when I took that hit of cigarette, boy, I was on it. And then I wanted to be cool. So then after that, I started acting like around my friends in the neighborhood because they all smoked cigarettes. I'd act like I smoked. But here's the problem. We'd all fucking smoke cigarettes and then take off on our bikes. Well, my fucking ass had asthma, so I'd be not even inhaling. I'd just be fake
that's how it starts,
cigarettes.
Man. Not even asthmatic. That's how it starts. And then you just blow it out. You're like, I'm smoking.
Yep. And dude, I tell you what, I have smoked a cigarette, and I tell you this, the head rush that I got off of it was fucking great.
Yeah, dude. Once that nicotine gets in your bloodstream, you just exhale.
So you spent the whole 4th of July in Illinois, just no fireworks going off around you, just quiet, no patriotism at all.
There was.
That upsets me when I think about it.
But there was the towns did it. So like Freeport had their own fireworks show. Cedarville. A lot of people went to Stockton, Rockford, not Apple River. Is it Apple River, Apple Canyon? I can't remember. But those were like Dixon had a decent fireworks show too, I believe. But basically, um, the city takes funds and donations too, I believe, if I remember correctly, and they'll collect all this money and they'll just put it all towards fireworks, and then
And
they'll have one big show that you can go out and watch.
how long
But
does this last? And
it,
this is on the 4th of July.
no, so usually it just depends on like it's either like the weekend before the 4th of July or the weekend after, just depending on like Mother Nature and shit like that. But unless if the 4th of July is on a weekend, they won't do it. But they'll always do it the weekend, usually before, if I've got that correct. But
So I don't mean to cut you off, Brandon, but your 4th of July in Illinois is we go out, like you go out to the town, they do their thing, and then you go home and it's done. That's the 4th of July.
pretty much, yeah.
God damn!
Yeah, I mean, it lasts like, I mean, there are shows that last like 30 minutes to
Fuck that.
45 minutes.
Fuck that. We need to bring
Yeah.
you to a redneck 4th of July, Brandon. Have you ever been in a firework bottle rocket war?
Yeah, we used to have Roman candle wars.
Dude, I blew one of my second cousin's toes off one time on accident.
Oh my God, is he okay?
No, dude, he still doesn't like me. I still see him and it mean mug me, but I don't go back to town, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I look at that and
he signed up for it. He should understand.
It bothers me, man. It bothers me that you never got to experience 4th of July the way it should have fucking been. You know what I mean?
You can, but it's really hard.
You got to get permits and
You
shit.
have to get a permit. So, like, we would have a couple 4th of July parties. So, I did experience it a little bit, but it's such a pain in the ass to do it. We stopped doing it. So,
Right.
like, for years, we didn't have 4th of July parties or anything like that until we moved down here because you don't have to have a fucking permit down here.
Oh, God.
My dad's a big fireworks guy. You know, he'll drop fucking hundreds upon hundreds, maybe even thousands, depending. Just buying fireworks over the year, you know, just to light shit off. And we did it down here. We had a party at when we lived over by the airport, and that was a blast because obviously, like I said, you don't have to have a permit. Everybody in that fucking neighborhood was lighting off fireworks. You couldn't fucking see nothing.
It's crazy.
It was a fucking cloud of smoke.
Dude.
Every direction. There was no clear air.
Anywhere. That's what's beautiful. And the cars can't even drive through because fuck them.
Yep.
We're lighting shit off. Why the fuck do you think you're going to drive down the road while we're lighting shit off? God, I love the 4th of July.
It was so badass, man. I've only had one 4th of July party down here, and that was when I was living with Dad over there. I was lighting, because like I said, I get a cigar. I was lighting fireworks with my cigar. God, I felt so fucking American, dude.
God, lighting. Yeah, that's what happens when you move out of Illinois and come to Missouri.
God, it was great.
God, had you fucking fixed, didn't you?
Oh, I did.
Dude, when I was a kid, and this is what's fucked up, because I think back on it now, but I come from a redneck family, and nobody try this at home. This is a warning for Facebook and everyone else. Do not try this at home. But when I was a kid, all the little kids, like the babies and shit, would go inside. And then like all my dad and my uncle and all my other uncles would be like, okay, you teenagers, it was like me and my cousin and maybe one other person. You guys go in the backyard, we'll go in the front yard. And we had these bottle rocket wars, and they turned into these fucking, dude, we were throwing like artillery shells and shit, like grenades.
Oh, God.
I mean, like literally fucking lighting them and throwing them. I've seen people run through an artillery shell while it's going off, just shooting. I shot one of my cousins in the face with a fucking Roman candle. No fucks given. You know, that's just how it went.
Was there hate behind that?
There was a little hate. That might have built up all year. You know, you never know. But it was a lot. And like I said, my second cousin got his toe blown off at a 4th of July party. It blew off. I mean, we're throwing shit at each other. The one time, I remember this, one of my uncles was off, you know, had a little buzz going. I wouldn't say all fucked up, but had a little buzz going. And he handed me this firework. He's like, go out in the street and light this. Well, we had all the grandmas lined up in fucking lawn chairs right by the road, and this was in the glory days when the whole family showed up. So we got 10, 15 elderly sitting right here in the front row, and I didn't know what the fuck it was. So I just set it on the ground and I lit it, you know.
Yeah.
It's probably 10 feet from them. Well, turns out this fucking thing was an artillery shell.
Oh my god!
It wasn't in a tube, right? And I remember like running back, thinking I just lit a firework for the family to watch. I felt good about it, and this motherfucker, boom! And they explode. They don't explode up. They explode
they go out.
Dude, and all my grandmas, all their lawn chairs flipped back at once. One of my grandmas was crawling like it's Saving Private Ryan. Oh my god!
Like she's
it
under
my fucking fault. Yeah, and then I got blamed for it. They're like, "Oh yeah, fuck, man. What the fuck, bandit? What the fuck?" Yeah,
Jesus
dude, set me up
Christ,
for fucking failure right there. But that's how shit went. And I just, yeah, we gotta have a 4th of July party, Brandon, so you can experience some fucking crazy shit.
I mean, thankfully, I've never had any super crazy instances. I mean, I've almost fucking blown my fingers off a time or two. I came real close, but you know, I like to think that I've been lighting off fireworks because we used to have parties when we could before we decided to say fuck it because it's too much of a hassle. We had a lot of fireworks parties, 4th of July parties, and I was actually, once I was a little old enough, my dad was the one that he would let me go out and light a lot of them.
Yeah.
So either I would end up using his cigarette, or he'd give me a punk, or shit, he'd give me a full fucking torch to go out there and light a fucking something this fucking big, you know.
Here, son, take this Winston. Go out there and light. But when they send you out there to fucking light a firework, your parents, you're like,
you made it.
I'm that fucking guy.
I made it. Yeah, I made it this far. But listen, so there's one thing that I want to continue on quarter sticks. But first,
yeah, I want to go pee while you tell them.
We're going to go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. I'll be right back.
So, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a short break here just to let you guys know where we're coming. We're traveling all over the place. You're all right, man. We're traveling all over the place, guys, on the On the Road Again tour here. So we just did last week, 2 weeks ago, we just did Tulsa Comedy Club. That was a great time, June 7th and 8th. That was an awesome show. The next show that we've got is June 28th in Carthage, Missouri. July 13th will be in Pana, Illinois at the Moose Lodge. July 19th will be in Oologah, Oklahoma at the Iron Horse Saloon, I believe. July 20th will be in Enid, Oklahoma. July 25th will be at the Kansas City Funny Bone Comedy Club. That's on a Thursday, so if you guys are in the area, the Kansas City area, come out on a Thursday. Get your tickets. Come hang out. It's going to be a great time. August 3rd will be at Route 66 Speedway in Amarillo, Texas. One of my most excited. I'm so fucking pumped for that show, guys. Oh, man. Get to watch race cars. Get to do a comedy show. Can't get any better than that. August 17th, we'll be in Ketchum, Oklahoma. September 22nd, we'll be in our hometown of Springfield, Missouri. September 28th, we'll be in Joplin, Missouri, where Bandit's recording his special. November 7th, we'll be in Burlington, Iowa. November 8th, we'll be in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And then to round out the schedule for what we have so far, November 9th in Independence, Kansas. So get your tickets. Come hang out. Most of them you can get on Eventbrite. If not, there are a couple venues like Oologah. I believe you got to get them at the door.
Yes, yep.
Is there any other websites that are doing them separately?
So Kansas City Comedy Club, which of course will be improvkansascity.com. You can get those there. Amarillo, basically you just got to buy a racetrack ticket, I believe. Ketchum, Oklahoma, that's at the door. Independence, Kansas is at the door. And other than that, I think it's it. And I got to tell you, Burlington, Iowa, we're still waiting on the ticket link. The venue does not have it up yet, but that will be another one we'll have. And we always post a link that has all of everybody's websites on it to make it a little easier. But I think that's it. Schedule's crazy, man. We're going everywhere, Brandon.
We are.
We're going everywhere.
So, to round out the whole fireworks talk, bud.
Yeah.
So you got to experience it.
Oh God, I miss those days.
For the first time, we can't. I don't want to talk about it too much, just in case. But
we'll stay on the.
We just so happened to get these things. They were just literally just called quarter sticks, and it's one of those things. It was kind of like the under the table type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a few of those, and well, you got to experience one of those in Ozark.
In Ozark, yeah.
You lit one off. You thought a fucking bomb went off.
Yeah, I did, and that's the thing is like I grew up like they used to make like things out of sparklers and stuff. I know we got to be careful what we say, but they always went off and put them way far away from us. But your fucking dad lit that shit like 30 feet behind us.
When you see
it was loud as fuck.
So listen, here's the deal, man. My dad's been fucking with fireworks for fucking 30 to 40 years, man. He loves them. He's a fireworks fanatic, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you see him light something and he starts fucking running,
it's time to roll.
You better fucking run yourself or get behind something. Make sure you're fucking far enough away, covered.
It was so loud. It was so loud. And I was thinking about this the other day, Brandon, and this was just a random thought. This is actually probably 2 or 3 days ago. Because I was looking back on Facebook memories, and it was Father's Day, and it was me, you, and Noah sitting there at the back fucking porch, and goddamn, for some reason, we still hang out with him on Sundays, which is still fun. We still have a blast, but back then when I first got to know your dad, and I would show up, he'd have a smoker going, RC cars laid out, a fan blowing, he'd be smoking a cigarette.
Oh, yeah.
He'd be like, there's 2 ice chests over here with fucking 400 beers. Just keep drinking them. God, I miss those times. And you know, once your dad gets settled in and moved, we'll be doing that again. But god damn, we need to get your dad to get another pool.
We do.
Because I don't know why. This is no gay shit. I love swimming in a pool with your dad. I don't know why.
It's fun.
It just fucking got me going. So
we just talk about all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah, it was a fucking good time. And you know your dad, he's always different about everything he does. When I first got in this pool, I was like, there's either a lot of Brian semen in here or this is salt, right?
Either way, some ended up in my mouth.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Your dad's like, yeah, it's saltwater pool. Like, your dad, no matter what he does, dude, it's never normal, ever.
Oh, yeah. But he's always got
good fucking times, man.
Got to take things a little bit out of the ordinary. Yeah, dude, those times were fun. Man, I was going to say something, too, about those times, and I lost it, but we'll see, man. He's going through a move right now. I'm gonna help him get moved out tomorrow, and where he's going, he's gonna hopefully save up some money and get a real nice place. So,
yeah.
So
better have a pool, Brian.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he'll have one, and we'll be able to resume our festivities of. You know, that's what I was gonna say. I just remembered. How you would say you would have a fucking cooler full of beer, and we would find a way to drink fucking all of it.
Everybody.
And we're like, where did it all go? What happened to the beer? I swear I only drank like 4, and really there was fucking 30 in there, and we drank like 15 apiece.
Yeah, dude. That was when your dad got me addicted to RC cars.
That was around that time.
Because we'd go out there and fucking run them and had a fucking blast. And then we'd be swimming in the pool. Dude, I had a bottle of something that we shouldn't have been drinking. It wasn't Southern Comfort, was it? What was that? There was a bottle of something. We were passing it around the pool, and Noah got really fucked up.
I can't remember what it was because I don't know if I drank it. Did I drink it?
Man, what the fuck was that?
I can't remember, but I don't know what it was either.
It was something.
Some we don't ever fucking drink because we can't remember.
I remember floating around the pool, and your dad's like, "All your beer's gone," and me and you were like, "I had fucking 13, and you're like, I had 12.
And he's like, well, you guys need more? We're like, we don't need more, but we would like more.
Off he went.
And he fucking went to the gas station and got us more beer.
Great times. What the fuck were we drinking?
I don't know, dude. Was it a dark liquor?
Yeah, it's gonna fucking bother me now.
It was dark, right?
It was dark.
That's strange because
there's no way we were drinking rum out. We weren't drinking rum. We weren't drinking Pink Whitney. Was it? It wasn't Southern Comfort.
No, it was. If it was dark,
Fireball.
Oh, I don't know because Fireball makes me throw up.
There's no Crown Peach.
That's right.
Crown fucking Peach.
We were passing that fucker around.
The golden child of all fucking liquors. Crown Peach. And Noah got all fucked up on it.
He did. He got spun out.
Yeah.
Wasn't he drinking Crown the same night that he was fucking? You could do it when you ran your enduro race.
Oh yeah,
was that Crown?
Well, yeah, he showed up to the race, and this is by everyone who doesn't know the first dirt track race I ever raced. Noah shows up. He's got a fucking fifth of Crown, and he wasn't even chasing it with nothing or mixing it with nothing.
Oh no, he was hitting it raw. He was raw dogging that shit.
Springfield Raceway, just shooting it, and I was like, okay. And he's so fucked up. I knew he was fucked up when Dad was over there, and he was like trying to talk to Dad, and Dad's like, trying to talk to Noah. I was like, fuck, Noah's fucked up. I'm sitting in the staging lane about the race for the first time in my life, which kind of feels the same way as going on stage to do comedy. Like there's a lot of anxiety. I felt like I was fucking sick. I just was sitting there waiting, and Noah comes over to the window. I'm fucking gonna record the race. I'm gonna record all of it. You fucking go out there and you fucking win. And I was like, in a helmet, strapped in, full restraints, fucking fire suit. I'm sweating. The dude next to me is like leaking gas, so I'm getting high from that. And Noah's in my fucking face, bro. And I'm like, Noah, I love you. I'm gonna try to win. He's like, you fucking win.
Oh, he was fucking mad. He's like, you motherfucker. And then while he was recording it, was like, it was the most terrible fucking video quality I've ever seen in my life because he couldn't fucking keep it straight.
No, they just.
And then whenever you got spun out by somebody, and every time they went by, he'd fucking give them the bird every single time.
Yeah.
So funny, dude.
It was fun, man. We were at that enduro race the last time we were at the racetrack. The enduro cars came out, and there was something inside of me that was like, I want to do it, but I don't want to do this. I want to do it, but my goal one day, honestly, Brandon, is to buy the family home back, and it's got a huge garage in it. I want to build a fucking brand new late model. Actually, I'm not going to build it because I'm too fucking lazy. I'm going to get a brand new late model, floor to ceiling, and I'm going to hire somebody to drive it.
I'd love to do that too. I'd love to own a race team. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, because fucking you can go out there, you don't know what you're doing. Hire somebody who's good,
I'll tell you how much of a bunch of redneck pieces of shit we are, though. We got blackout, shit-faced hammered until the sun came up over position 2.
After I won second place. Yeah, we had a fucking hell of a party. I had shared that picture the other day. Kirk's got a cowboy hat on, and
he looked like Indiana Jones around his neck. He looked like a fat Indiana Jones.
Oh God! Other things happened.
That was so awesome.
And we were all partying, like TikTok Live. I believe we were TikTok Live, and Kirk goes, "Hey, the sun's coming up," and I was like, "Fuck!"
And there was like however many people in there consistently the whole time watching us just ruin our fucking the next 3 days of our lives.
Back in the grand old days of TikTok.
That was a lot of fun, dude.
It's not like that anymore.
Was that back when you still had that like portable air conditioner thing?
Yes. That's when the air conditioning went out and we had that portable fucking air deal. And fucking I believe that's the weekend that you passed out on the patio table outside. And you were laying on the table outside.
Oh yeah, like an alien was trying to suck me up into their UFO.
Like you were being sacrificed by the gods. And
yeah.
I was like, "Where's Brandon?" I went out there and I couldn't find him. And then I see you laying on the picnic table, and I went up and I shook you, and I should have never woke you up.
Oh,
I said,
yeah.
Brandon, wake up. Brandon, wake up. He said, I'm pretty sure you had a cigarette in your hand, half burnt.
I did.
Big ass fucking stem on it.
Yeah, though the ash was like this long because it put itself out because it was just lit for so long and I didn't take any hits off it. And I woke up.
It was
And
bad.
I was like, oh shit. And then like 30 seconds after I woke up, I was like, I don't feel good. And then as soon as I said that, I just projectile vomited the nastiest shit.
It wasn't even beer.
Ever come out of me.
It wasn't even beer.
No, I was on those fucking Mike's Harder lemonades.
It was purple, like that dark fucking purple.
Yeah, it was the black cherry, dude. They were 8%ers. I drank like fucking 6 of those on top of whatever else I drank because I don't remember.
I mean, I remember you fucking vomiting onto the concrete, and it was just pure purple. And for the next 7 months, dude, I would be out there cooking out. There was a fucking stain.
It stained it for so fucking long.
It was just stained purple,
and it rained a lot. It rained a lot.
It never went away. It was stained purple. It never went away.
Is it gone? Or
it's gone now.
Okay, good.
But for a long time, it was still there. But
boy, I fucking puked. I felt a lot better after I threw up, though. I felt like I could drink again. Did I start drinking again?
I think so. I think we probably did back in them days. You never know. I mean, we went hard back in them days, so.
Yeah. And now we're old and fucking decrepit, like. Feel like we need to be in bed by a certain time.
I'll tell you what, bud. I just read, which we talked about earlier, I just read Joey Diaz's book. And I've never read a book in my life, ever. I hate books. I hate reading. I got in trouble in school because I wouldn't read shit. Always hated reading. So I ordered Joey Diaz's book in the mail a few days ago, and I read it front to back. I got 10 pages left, which I'll probably read tonight.
Yeah.
And I read it in 3 days, almost 200 pages. I read it in 3 days. Great book, talking about how he started comedy. About, just to be able to read a book about a guy like that, it's a great book. You need to read it. Are you a book reader?
No, I'm not a book reader. I'm kind of like a child, really. So like if I want to read, I read graphic novels. So like I gotta I read the graphic novels, and then I gotta have pictures as like with the story,
right?
I don't know. It just seems more interesting. I feel like I'm more into it. So like, whenever I grew up, Diary of a Wimpy Kid was a big deal.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I loved reading those. I actually have a couple of those books out there that I need to put on the bookshelf. But I was actually a big fan of that because they would just have little drawings of when you would read those couple pages, you could see the setting that they were in, and I could really picture it a lot better.
Right.
I don't know if that's just because I'm maybe a little bit behind on the program of things, but that's just what I like. I'm a graphic novel type of guy. So
Joey's book, it's so weird because it kind of made me reflect. And now, don't let me compare myself to Joey Diaz because we're nothing the same. But the things he was saying and the way he was saying him, I was like, damn, man, this guy, I can understand where he's coming from. I can't picture a normal person reading that book and they're probably like, oh yeah, that's great, he did this and that. But when he was talking about his first comedy show, I started thinking back on shit that I haven't thought about in years. I started thinking back on my first comedy show. Yeah, I haven't thought about it in years. And what he was saying and what he was doing, I was like, me and this man felt the same fucking way. It was so crazy. It's such a good book. It wasn't even like I was reading a book. It was like I was reading, but I was watching a movie. I read the whole book in his voice because I've listened to him so much. And it was just, I just couldn't stop reading. I just couldn't stop. And I've never had a book do that. It was so good. It was such good. And the dude's been through hell, but I mean, Joey Diaz, what a fucking, just he talks about going to the Comedy Store and meeting bigger comics and like being scared to go up to them. So I'm like, me and you talked about going to Austin to the
Yeah.
mothership to
Yeah.
do comedy, and I'm like, if he had went through that, and we're at the mothership, if Joey Diaz is there, which he is all the time, if I go up and introduce myself, then he's probably not going to be a dick because he's done the same fucking thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
He's been
just
through the
so
same
it's
shit.
so
Yeah.
crazy to hear somebody's
So
backstory like
he
that.
he respects the hustle,
Mm-hmm.
because he's been there.
And I just we got to go to Austin. We got to go
Yeah.
to the mothership, man.
We do.
Do some
Honestly,
fucking
man,
comedy.
I'm ready to go. The mothership is the new Comedy Store.
It is. It is 100%. The Comedy Store will always be the Comedy Store, but the
Right.
mothership is a spot now. And I've thought about going on Kill Tony. You've told me to go on Kill Tony.
Yes.
I've had people comment and tell me to go on Kill Tony. And we're not going to announce when we're going to do it, but I think we got to do it. All we can do is put our name in because they draw names.
And we just hope for the best. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna fucking wing it.
If they call my name, that's God working. I mean, go down there and see what the fuck's up.
And if not, we'll go back and try again another time. It's just a hop and a skip. It's what, 8-hour drive?
Yeah, it's not too far. It's not too bad,
man. We can do that. But speaking of like comedy and shit, you had just mentioned telling that story, like your first ever comedy show.
Right.
So how did that play out?
Me and you, I remember talking to you about that earlier because I was like, man, I read this book and I was thinking about it. So my first time, it's the weirdest thing. So I lived in Joplin, Missouri, and they had a comedy club in Miami, Oklahoma, which we drive through all the time.
All the time.
Which is like 40 minutes away from Joplin. And so I was working for my dad doing construction, and my cousin was working with me, and he's like, "Hey, they do open mic nights at this club in Miami, Oklahoma, and the first 20 people who sign up go up there, and the top three win money." And like I was thinking about it, and I was already making videos at this point for like I was probably making videos for like 4 weeks, 5 weeks. So it was like a month into making videos, and I was like, you know what? I was like, I think I'm gonna go down there and try it. So I went down there with one of my buddies. He's actually my cousin Cole. We drove the King Ranch down there, and we barely had enough money to fucking even get down there because King Ranches suck gas. And we got down there, and I walked in, and I was so nervous, but I noticed it was $1 beer night, and it was a casino on the bottom floor, and the comedy club was on the second floor. So we just started sucking down $1 beers, and I'll shit you not, more family than I've ever had at a show showed up to my very first show.
Really?
I got people in my family who showed up to my first show who have never been to one of my shows ever other than that.
Is it?
Because I felt like, I don't know. I don't know why people were showing up, but even Aunt Rhonda walked in. She's like, "Oh, we're here. We're ready." I mean, both sides of the family fucking showed up. So we get down here. We're drinking dollar beers. I go upstairs. I'm nervous as hell. And my dad's more nervous than me, which is what fucking freaked me out. Because my dad's like, "Are you sure you want to do this?
No,
Are you sure you want to do this?"
I guarantee it.
Took a shot of Southern Comfort, which I still do today. Went up there, and I can't even tell you what I did for the 5 minutes I was up there. I cannot tell you. I've seen the videotape, and it fucking disgusts me to watch it. I fucking hate watching it. But I went up there, did my set, got off, and people laughed while I was up there. So I was like, okay. I was like, I think I can do this. And then I just kept doing it. I kept going back to that same comedy club. I met Gracie, and we had this little shitbox Mazda that fucking would overheat. We had gallons of water we'd put in the back seat floorboard because we'd stop every 30 minutes and we'd fill the radiator up with cold water so that it would stay hot or not hot until we got there. And we'd go up there and do open mic nights, but I never won first, second, or third place with the judges. They had judges. I never won. And like one night, this dude was having a bachelor party at the casino, and he come up there to do a set, and he won first fucking place. And I'd been coming up there for like 3 or 4 months,
Wow.
So I was pretty upset about it. And fast forward, we're at the casino, Kansas Crossing, this fucking place. We're
Mm.
doing the show. And this girl walks up to me and she's like, hey, I used to work at the Stables Casino where you started doing comedy. She said, I was one of the judges.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, they told us to fuck you. To not vote
What?
for you. Yeah. And I'm not going to say the guy's name who ran the operation because I'm not going to put names out there, but yeah. You know, and that's the problem with comedy is you go around these other comedians and if you're good, they fucking hate you. They don't like you. You know, that's why like I meet comics and I love other comics. I love working with other comics. What would comedy be if you didn't? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
it's such a, being on the road and shit these last couple years, man. It really fucking opened my eyes to like how cutthroat the industry is, and like you really got to be in it for yourself because the next guy is just going to use you and try to fuck you over just to try to get one step ahead instead of trying to work together.
yeah.
You know, because at the end of the day, everybody's got the same fucking goal.
Yeah.
But instead, they're too busy trying to fucking burn each other. Like it's fucking it's.
And I feel
stupid.
like it's a Midwest thing because we're like in the Midwest, so we're in the middle of everything. There's not there's not a huge comedy scene out here.
No, there's not.
I mean, there's a couple comedy clubs that have open mic nights, and people run around and act like they're big shit because they do open mic nights.
Yeah.
But that's why I think me and you we're gonna go to Austin before the year's over, see what the fuck's happening. We're gonna hit the mothership. We're gonna hit some other spots. Fuck them. Fuck them in the ass. That's what I think.
I think so too, man. It's just really it's really sad.
You know, I spent years not liking Kill Tony, and who's the guy who runs it? I can't remember his name. Can you Google it, Brandon? Is it a fucking Hinge? No, that's not it. It's not Hinge. Who the fuck is the guy that runs Kill Tony? And I'm not talking shit. He just always seemed like he was real strict with the show.
Text with your host Tony Hinchcliffe and Brian Redband. Is that right?
Yeah, that's it. What's it? Is it Tony Hinchcliffe? Yeah. So he's he's been around for a long time. He's been around since the 90s. I always felt like he was super hard, but I feel like they put fucking names into a hat and then they pull them out. So even if we go down there, we don't know if we have a chance to get on it. But I mean, why not fucking try, right?
Yeah.
I just wonder, can we Google what does it take or how do you get on Kill Tony? Just do that. Because I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm pretty sure you just got to fucking gamble.
Oh, wow. That actually popped up really quick in the Google search.
A lot of new comedians trying to figure it out.
Yeah. That's a Reddit.
Not really saying nothing.
No, nothing.
I'm pretty sure you just throw your fucking name in and then they fucking bring you up there.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see. You have to sign up to get your name in a bucket. Sign up starts 2 hours before the show. Shows are at Mothership in Austin, Texas, most Mondays. Yeah, so that's go to Texas, put your name in a bucket. 60 different Mondays. Hope you get called. All right. Well, that's not very nice.
So we got one shot. We're going to drive 8 hours and give it a fucking shot. We're going to do this, Brandon. We're going to do it before the end of the year is over. We're not going to tell anybody the date, though, because we're not certain.
Yeah, no, we're not. We're not certain at all.
But I'm pretty sure it's going to be around October-ish. Fuck it. We're going to try.
So they do it on Mondays.
Fuck it. We'll do it.
What it sounds like, so
we'll fucking haul ass home on Tuesday and fucking be back home. Fuck it. We'll give it a shot. I just want to see the mothership, you know, go down there, try some fucking open mic shit.
Man, honestly. I mean, that place has exploded. I mean, you got a lot of the goats that just hang out there and just fucking drink. And
dude, Joe Rogan running it. Fucking Ron White lives in Austin, so he's there like every fucking night.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's the new new comedy store.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking we get down there, who knows who the fuck we run into,
Yeah.
and who knows who's gonna watch our set. You know what I mean? So we'll fucking go do that and fucking fuck it. I got a question for you, Brandon. What do you think about this girl that they recorded in Nashville talking about poo? Just spit on that thing.
I mean, if I can find out who she is, I'll just send her over the marriage license right away.
You know what she's talking about?
Sucking Wayner, isn't she?
She's talking about Wainers, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen the full clip?
Not the full clip. I've only seen the snippet.
What, dude? Did you fall in love when you seen that?
Yeah.
She said too.
Oh, yeah. It's blowing up all over the internet, so not only did I fall in love with it, but so did everybody else. So it's kind of like, maybe it's really just like, okay.
I mean, it just shocks me because it's like, that's all everybody's talking about. Like, we went from talking about politics to saliva, you know?
Yep.
Like fucking Joe Biden, he's not coherent, and everybody's talking about that. But now we're just talking about this girl in Nashville who likes to spit on Wainers.
Yeah, she probably doesn't even live there. She's probably just
Nah, she's just a tourist, bro. She's probably from fucking Oklahoma or something. She reminds me of one of them Oklahoma girls.
Oh, yeah.
You know about them Oklahoma women.
Oh, my God.
I had one Oklahoma girl one time. She screamed "Boomer Sooner" and whipped down her fucking bra. I said, "Oh my God, fucking shit was flapping." She said, "Go OU." I said, "Fuck yeah."
I guess for tonight, baby. Shit.
Fire up the wagon.
Oh, my God. Dude, why are Oklahoma women so hot?
They're all fucking beautiful. All of them.
Like, all of them. They're
like,
all
as soon
hot.
as we cross from Missouri to Oklahoma,
Yeah.
like, even the women working the toll booths are like, huh?
Yeah. If you're not 85 and withering away as you speak,
There's two types of
pretty
women
hot,
in
you know?
Oklahoma. Either you're sitting at a bar smoking cigarettes on oxygen, or you're a fucking smoke show.
Yeah. And possibly still smoke cigarettes, just not on oxygen.
Not yet.
Because, holy fuck, cigarettes are disgustingly expensive in Oklahoma, but my God.
Call me back!
Boy, they
Call me back!
them cigarettes in Oklahoma.
God damn it. Is there a way we can call Song Dog right now?
Oh, man, I wish he had Zoom, but he's too decrepit to even try to figure
no
that out.
Way.
Yeah.
Because we got Spotify going, so we can't call him, can we?
No, we can't. We can't get him on the line.
God damn it.
No. And I don't think anybody would really be able to hear him that well either.
Yeah, probably not.
Unless if it was like on a Zoom call.
We're gonna have to get him on an episode, and we're gonna have to bring him in as a guest. He's been fucking bothering us, wanting to get in.
Yes.
And anybody who doesn't know who Song Dog is, he's this old man from Oklahoma who traps fucking snakes.
Yeah, and just senselessly kills animals for no reason, you know.
He's a weird individual.
That's a lot. I was just joking. But
that's what he does.
He does like to hunt. And does he even fish?
Oh, yeah. Song Dog does anything you can do to catch a fucking animal. He does anything you can do.
That sounds about right. Yeah, he's blow darting deer, trapping raccoons, sniping squirrels from 400 yards. I mean, whatever he can get away with. Oh, yeah, he likes beating up hogs and stuff, too.
Yeah, he likes doing that. That's his thing.
Yeah, he really gets off on those things. Bless his heart, good for him.
You know what I was thinking about the other day?
Hmm.
When we went to the Tulsa shootout. How fucking fun it was.
Dude, there's never a bad time there.
Never. We've been 2 years in a row, right?
Yeah.
God.
I want to go to the Chili Bowl, though, one time.
I've never been in the Chili Bowl. I need to go to that. And, I was trying to meet Haley Deegan. I was trying to meet her because I'm a big fan. And I'll never forget, I had that fucking poster and I'm walking around like a fucking fanboy. And I was thinking about this the other day. Noah took off. He's like, I'm going to go find her. And I was like, this fucking guy,
Yeah. Noah
did he call you or text you, or how the fuck did we know?
No. He stopped and he talked to her fiance at the trailer, and he told Chase told Noah where she was, I think. No.
Did Noah
That's
come
not
up?
right.
Did she stay there and wait for Noah to come back?
No, because we came back later because Chase was getting ready to race.
Yeah, he was in his car.
And she was going to staging to watch him race.
So but
that's right.
I remember like Noah coming back and being like, "Hey, no, maybe did we just walk up on him?
We just walked up. I think, man, I swear, maybe Noah talked to somebody.
Fucking came back and was like, "Hey, I fucking found her," and then he fucking took off running.
I think he talked to somebody at the trailer to see where she was because he asked if she was in there. But I think somebody from the trailer said she was up there getting ready to watch him race or something like that. So he walked up there and he saw her in the staging lane, and that's when he flagged her down, and we were a little bit behind because he, with his little fucking chicken speedy legs, he took off.
And I remember coming around that corner, and I could see, we seen Noah talking to Haley, and you go, "It's fucking game time."
Oh,
Are you fucking ready?
Dude, you ready?
2 things on my bucket list. Go to the Superdome to watch a game. Did it with Kirk. And meet Haley Deegan. And I was so fucking scared, bro. She had like a fucking hoodie on. And she was like shorter than Noah.
She's trying to hide. She's tiny, dude.
She's real tiny. And I like walked over there and I was like, okay, it's game time. I got to act like I'm on stage. And I felt like I was pretty fucking professional.
Yeah, you handled it well. You didn't pass out or anything.
I blacked out. I don't remember a fucking thing. All I remember was her being like, "Yeah, I seen you on the Jumbotron."
That's right. Yeah,
that's all I remember.
Yeah, she did mention that. She was like, "Yeah, I saw you on the Jumbotron over there," and he was like, "Hey, he's got my shirt on. That's cool."
Yeah,
and that was
fantastic. It. Yeah, signed my poster.
Mm-hmm.
God, after that, it was just like,
what do I need to do?
Yeah, what's next? I mean, perform at the mothership. That could all be really all there is.
I could off myself right now.
I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, it's fucking. Let the cancer set in. It's done. We did it. You remember when we went to the fucking SRX race, and I took the poster, and I thought I was gonna meet her, and I didn't get to. But she was like 600 feet away doing an interview, and I was trying to look over all the fucking rednecks to see it. That fucking sucked.
Yep.
But
and then there came in this teenage boy.
Oh,
you remember that?
Oh, that fucking pissed me off. Yeah, he's like fucking 13 years old, comes running into the bar. You're not even fucking allowed in here.
Yeah,
his forehead signed. Oh, I met Haley Deegan. She signed my forehead. I was fucking hot. I was hot, bud. But that's all right. We regrouped and we fucking got it done at the Tulsa shootout.
You wanted to beat that kid up, bro.
I did, bro. If he'd have been above 18, I probably would have went over there and fucking spit on his forehead and fucking wiped it off.
Oh,
you don't fucking deserve that. You didn't earn that.
How did he even do it?
I don't fucking know.
I think he could have got it.
Because they had everything gated off. Like, you could get a pit pass, but it was still gated off, like, within the pits. Like, they had their own pit section. Like, it wasn't even like a possible thing. So
yeah, I don't know, bro.
Good times.
Yeah, that was a great time. We'll be back there soon.
We will be. We'll be. So I'll be back in town after I go back home to Joplin. Unfortunately, that sounds terrible, but I'll be back Monday or Tuesday. Then we got the Summer Nationals at Springfield Raceway
on Tuesday evening. Yep.
Then we got a show in Carthage, Missouri on Friday.
Yep. And
then we're going to be at Lucas Oil Speedway Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be a fucking busy week.
Should be a good time.
What are we going there for? Is it a sprint car?
Some kind of sprint car deal.
That's right.
Noah could tell you, but I can't tell you. It's a fucking car with a wing on it. I'm going to get hammered and try to keep track of which one's in the lead.
Oh, dude. Sprint cars are so fun, man.
They are.
I love them.
Is your fucking dad gonna come?
I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, if he gets settled in by then, which I'm sure he will be.
Yeah.
I'm sure Steve will come, but something that I've always wanted to do for like a bucket list race.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously like going to not Nashville, Talladega and Daytona. Watch the Daytona 500, watch the Talladega race, but one of the big ones for me is to go, because I've been there, but it wasn't for this race. I want to go to Knoxville for the Knoxville Nationals in Knoxville, Iowa.
What's a sprint cars?
410 wing sprint cars. I believe they do 360 wing, something like that. I don't know what the support classes are. If they have, you know what? They might even have support classes. I don't even fucking know, so I don't want to say it and be wrong and sound like an idiot. So then all I know is that the Knoxville Nationals is the crown jewel of all crown jewels for sprint cars. Like, they have a fucking museum at the track. Like, I mean, sprint cars are big in like Port Royal and shit like that in Louisiana, or Pennsylvania, sorry. But Knoxville Nationals, man, I want to go to that so fucking bad. I've been to that place. Knoxville is actually a really nice track.
What? Because you guys went up there. What did you watch?
We went up there for the inaugural NASCAR Truck Series race, and that's actually the first time I got to watch Haley Diggin race because she was in the trucks.
Yeah.
At that time.
On dirt, yeah.
On dirt. She wasn't in the what was she in?
The number one monster truck.
The number one monster truck. That's exactly right. So I got to watch her race, and honestly, it was a fucking disaster for quite a bit of the race. Anyways, it was fucking wild. I can't even remember who won. It was like Tyler Carpenter. Maybe Tyler Carpenter got a ride and then he won it or some shit. I don't know.
You were supposed to watch sprint cars, but it rained out, right?
Yes.
And you guys just drove home after that?
Yeah, we didn't have a choice. There was nothing.
God, how far of a drive is that?
So Knoxville from Springfield's like 5 hours, 5.5 hours.
That's not bad. So it's right at the bottom of Iowa? Or middle-ish?
I can't remember. I can't even tell you without being certain on that. But that track, man, I fell in love with it as soon as I got there. And then there's also, it's like literally right off like one of the main drags in town. So like, here's the street, sidewalk, wall of the racetrack. Like, it's right fucking there. It's in town.
Isn't there a bar or some
shit?
So
it's like there's a track, here's the main drag, and there's a Hy-Vee right across the street. You just walk to it. So there's a Hy-Vee there, but if you go, I don't want to be wrong either. I don't want the fucking cops, the correctional cops on here to chew my ass. But there is a bar nearby. It's very, very close to the track. And I can't tell you exactly where it's at, but it is one of the best burgers I've ever eaten. Came from that place. And it was so fucking
I need to
good.
go up there. I've never been there. I need to go up there and check it out.
Yeah, dude, you should. I mean, I would be going up there in September for the late model race, but I'm going to go to Cheese Days instead because, you know, Yankee shit, being in Wisconsin and all that. I'm going to be going up there, and then I'll be coming back because we have the show in Springfield on Sunday, but I'll be back in time for that because they only host Cheese Days once every 2 years, so they do it like
this is it.
Yeah. So if I don't go to Cheese Days this year, they won't have it until 2026. So I'm trying to go to that shit, man. They turned that little town of Monroe from like 10, so the population's like 10,000. They turned it from 10,000 to 100,000 people. And it's a festival, and it's fucking cheese curds up the ass and live bands like on every corner of the square in Monroe. It's fucking insane, dude. You should come up for it and see what it's all about.
Dude, I went there with you one time because whenever we went up there to do the show and
yeah, you ate at Baumgartner's and you
ate the liver. Ate the liver. The sloppy Joe was good. The liver was fucking garbage.
That was terrible.
But dude, that cheese shop we went to with that old man working in it with the fucking curled up mustache.
Alpendale. Oh yeah, that's I believe that's
cheese samples. I mean, you just get fucking sampling.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I spend a lot of money at that man's store when I get up there.
That's right.
I give him lots of business. We've been going there for years.
Being in Wisconsin was crazy to me because I grew up like watching that 70s show, and being a Missouri kid, I was like, that's so far away.
It is far.
And I was like, I was always like, man, it would be cool to meet somebody from that area or like go there. And like now I've been there, barely there, but I've been there. And then I met you guys. You guys are basically from Wisconsin.
Basically,
and it's like
yeah.
you guys are the people off that show. And like
Yep.
you didn't do shit in the winter but hang out not in the basement. What you did hang out in the fucking basement on a couch. You literally did.
Yeah,
so
I did.
It's like
I sure fucking
I
did.
actually met those people. It's funny. I fucking love it.
Did you ever watch the reboot or the partial?
Yeah,
in
the
correlation,
90s
the '90s show.
It
Yeah.
was okay, but it was weird. I didn't love it
Okay.
because you can't redo that 70s show.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the same way my favorite show of all time, favorite show is Two and a Half Men. Once you took Charlie Sheen off of it, it was garbage. And I love fucking what's his name? Great guy. Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher.
Great guy, but you're not fucking Charlie Sheen.
Right.
Charlie Sheen's I'd fuck Charlie Sheen right now.
My God.
You know what I mean?
Wow, that's a lot of love there.
I mean, it is. I would. You seen him in Platoon?
Yes.
If that don't get you going, bro, I'd fuck Charlie Sheen. You don't have a male actor that you would
yeah, and his name is Charlie as well.
Yeah, that you would
Charlie
participate.
Hunnam.
Like if they were like, I need a hand job.
Charlie Hunnam all day, every day.
Just fucking shake him off real quick.
Charlie Hunnam.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You know, Mark Wahlberg sometimes makes me feel weird when I watch him in movies.
Yeah, I'm a big Mark Wahlberg fan too, and I'd be like,
I'd probably rub his shoulders, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, give him a nice massage.
Yeah, dude, you see Mark Wahlberg? He's just fucking Mark. You know,
that's Marky Mark, dude.
You want to
fuck the Funky Bunch? That's Marky Mark, dude.
You want to take me to fucking Wahlburgers and feed me, bud? You know, I'll give you a fucking shoulder rub.
I'll even buy it as long as you watch me eat it.
Yeah, do your fucking laundry while we watch Lone Survivor.
God, that's such a good movie. Fuck.
He's a bad man.
Are we like creaming over men right now?
I mean, maybe. Who knows? It's better than women.
Oh, dude, Charlie Hunnam, Mark Wahlberg.
I'm trying to fit Charlie Hunnam.
Jax Teller, Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Pacific Rim, The Ledge. Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you. They're talking about coming out with a second Sons of Anarchy, like a follow-up.
Yes.
I've heard a lot of rumors. I've heard it's going to be about his son, or I've heard it's going to be about Jax when he was younger. But I swear to God, if it happens, I'm fucking ready for it.
I'm on it like white on rice, bud.
Dude, I'll tell you this. I'm upset that you still have not yet watched The Sopranos.
I have seen bits and pieces of The Sopranos. I've never fully watched all the way through it.
Well, this is my 5th time.
So I've only seen episodes here and there.
So you've seen
a lot of it. I was getting yelled at because I needed to go to bed because it was on HBO back in the day.
Yeah.
So I couldn't watch it because I had to go to school or whatever. Or it was one of those shows where it was little around that time. Maybe like they were like, all right, yeah, I don't want you to watch this. Maybe, I don't know. I've only seen bits and pieces though. I only remember very, very little, so it'd basically be new to me. Really, I should just say that, yeah. But I do really need to watch through it. I just don't have a way to do that.
I'm on my 5th time. I've got 3 episodes left, and I'm already getting mad, and it's the last time. It's the last time I'm doing it to myself.
Yeah, I've heard between that and like Sons of Anarchy, like it's like one of the most hated endings in like TV shows history ever.
I hate both of them, but at least with Sons, I know what happened.
And you know why he did it.
And I know why I did it.
Because...
And I'm not going to ruin The Sopranos for you, Brandon.
I won't ruin... Because there's people that might not have watched Sons of Anarchy, so I want to explain the ending on the podcast.
Yeah,
so I don't want to spoil it.
At least you know what happens. And Sopranos is just fucking stupid. The last 4 episodes doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
So... But...
I mean,
basically... It is what it is. I got HBO Max. Log into it. Fucking watch that shit, Brandon.
Yeah. Oh, shit, I will. I mean, at least I could say what I could say with Sons is that, without spoiling it, is that with the ending of that show, he made it actually true with himself.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. In a roundabout way to dumb it down without spoiling anything.
So I guess after I watch The Sopranos, I want to have to watch Sounds for the third time.
Oh, dude, I've watched Sons of Anarchy more times than there are seasons, and there's 7 seasons.
Dude, yeah. I remember I never watched it all the way through, and then when me and you become friends, that's when I was like, hey, I'm gonna watch this all the way. Do you remember that when I was like addicted to it, and I just, and then it finally ended, and I messaged you, and I was like, motherfucker, yeah. Good times. That's how you're gonna be with The Sopranos. You're gonna be messaging me. You're gonna be like, "Motherfucker, what the fuck?"
No, dude, yeah. And I'm gonna start it up here soon, so I'm ready to get that shit rolling, man.
Well, where we at, Brandon?
Well, we're there, Matty.
Is that it? Is that a wrap?
This is it. This is a wrap. So,
all right. Well,
we can call this shit done right now.
We're gonna be back next week. It's not gonna be on Tuesday because the Summer Nationals are on Tuesday, but we'll probably do it Wednesday or something.
So yeah, something like that. We'll get there. We'll get it done.
We'll be back next week.
We're not sick anymore. We're good to go. We're back in full health. We're full steam ahead. So
we appreciate you. I want to get some clips out of this shit tomorrow and share it on Facebook. And we'll see you soon. Be good to each other. Peace out.
Thank you guys for tuning into this episode of the Brandit Podcast.